ready at the line. This Philly offense set to go. Not the start that they were hoping for. The interception on the first play of the game. It leads to 6 points the other way. How do you rebound from here?
Yeah, a little bit of humor. Got to laugh that one off, and not the ha-ha, that was very funny, but kind of like, can you believe that just happened? Let's go out and play now. Let's just start over.
Plays like we just saw there. That's why they're up right now. And the defense, they're doing their job.
Yeah, it starts with the guys up front. So when you talk with GMs or putting together a team, a lot of them say we're going to build from the inside out, because if you control the line of scrimmage, you control the rest of the ball game, and that's what we're seeing here. They're actually playing in the offense's backfield, not necessarily just playing at the line of scrimmage. Sometimes your philosophies get challenged at times you don't want them to. They did try to stick to the running game on the first 2 plays. Didn't amount to much.
And now facing a 3rd and long at the outset of this drive. Now right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains. Off the play fake, here's Hurts. The Pats are going to get there. Down he goes. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game. The Eagles send out their punter now. Back deep for New England is Marcus Jones. Fielded at the 43. That'll go as a punt of 32 yards. And the Patriots take over. The Pats at the line, ready to go. They have to be thrilled with that first drive that got them the touchdown. Now they'll be looking to make it a 2-score advantage here on the road.
And you know they spent all week in practice, in meetings, talking about taking an early advantage. Being the road team, going up the score, that takes the crowd out of the game and puts some doubt in the minds of their opponents. Well, that's an excellent way to get the pass rush activated. The first sack of the game for them comes on the first play of the drive, and it makes it very tough for the opponent to pick up a first down now, playing behind the sticks.
That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go. Morgan looks to throw it. And that one off the mark behind him, incomplete. So they'll get nothing out of that play. And they're going to face an uphill battle here on 3rd and long. Now, this defense for the Eagles, terrific last week in the season-opening victory.
And how'd you like to be the quarterback reviewing the game tape from last week and seeing this defense on the spot on almost every snap? If the ball was in the air, they took it away. If the ball was popped free, they picked it up. 5 takeaways in last week's game.
And now the Eagles going to signal for a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. From the gun, it's Morgan. Pressure comes, and down he goes. Nolan Smith. Now 2 sacks for him already here in this first quarter of play. We had a pretty good idea that they were going to pressure this young quarterback, and that's now 2 sacks here in the first quarter.
And yeah, this is a secret to exactly nobody, because if you're a rookie quarterback, you know you're going to see pressure. Defenses want to see how you're going to handle it, or if it forces you into making bad decisions. That's their goal.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a first down now. And that's going to be incomplete.
My first thought is surprise, because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
Here's 2nd and 10.
No touch that. 73. Hey, 73, 73. Hey. No touch.
They go play action with Hurts. Looking here for Smith downfield. Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. And running with power here.
And, partner, I think this is where long-term starters in the NFL separate themselves from the rest of the pack because there's still 3 full quarters left in this one. More than enough time to move past a pair of early mistakes and find a way to lead your team to a win. Mental resiliency, a characteristic every NFL team's looking for in their quarterback.
They'll bring a receiver in motion right. Looking downfield, and that's caught right side. He's got his man. Right about 20 yards on the pickup. Well, officially, they'll say it's going to go for 19. Morgan off of play action. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And it's picked. The big man. Get the oxygen tank ready. And nearly a touchdown as they finally stop him down at about the 3-yard line. And now, meanwhile, after the dust settles on the fumble, we've got an injured player here as well. The defense gets him the ball via the turnover. Now can this offense cash in? 1st and goal. And the D not yielding much there. He's only going to get a yard to about the 2.
Good work there, holding him out on 1st down. And this is going to be a battle down here on the goal line. Can they hold their ground for 2, maybe even 3 more plays?
From the 2 now, 2nd and goal.
Great, set.
And he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown. Jalen Hurts, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Eagles are an extra point away from drawing level. And we remember, of course, all scoring plays need to be verified upstairs, and I think they're going to at least take a look at this. So take away the touchdown. The officials rule he did not get the football to break the plane. They'll try to run this one in. And not only will he not get the few inches he needs, he's going to go backwards. It's a loss of a full 3 yards, and it brings up 4th down. Well, if this defense can hold them to a field goal here, what a win that would be.
Not just a win on the possession, but psychologically take over the ball game. But this started with 1st and goal, so they were in 4-down territory right from the beginning. I say you finish it off and go for the touchdown.
They'll try and run for it. And the surge is going to be too much defensively. He's hit and taken down to the backfield. They stop him on 4th and goal at the 3. And the Patriots get the football back. New England with a 1st down as they begin the drive. And last drive, obviously not what you're looking for. You've got the lead. You got to protect the football.
So in other words, someone got lucky because they've been moving the ball really well and wearing them down. In this case, though, giving up the football doesn't make them very happy. They can't wait to get back out there and atone for it.
Yeah, try to atone for it here on this drive.
So many times in my career, I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. But as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
Start of the 2nd quarter, and it's the Patriots in control of the football as they've got it with a 1st and 10. Back to throw, Watson. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Well, he certainly didn't like what he saw all from the coverage on his primary reads, and he didn't even have any luck trying to get back to his safety valve. Give defense a credit. Coverage was in lockdown mode everywhere.
They'll try the left side. Way. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. That good for 22 and a 1st down.
That outside handoff to the left, that play has to warm the heart of an offensive line coach because they controlled the left side where they were supposed to. They didn't allow anything to leak from the backside on the right side of the offensive line either. Well played.
Yeah, and it created a big run. And he's going to get this inside the 30. 41 yards rushing for him now on just his first 3 carries. Off of play action, it's Watson. And he gets this to Thornton. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. And hold on here, because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who was shaken up. Well, now they're going to come out and take a look at this injury, and we'll be back in a moment. Now it's Morris. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Patriot touchdown. A great play there. His first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Patriots go nearly the length of the field and finish it off with 6 points. York now for the extra point. And it's good to make it 14-0. Makes the score Patriots 14, Eagles 0. York ready, and here we go as he sends this one away. And this return going to come to a quick end as he is belted at the end of that one. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. They're still in search of an initial first down as they come up here 1st and 10.
63.
Here's Hurts to throw. Firing quickly, but it's incomplete.
And he's missed now his first 4 passing attempts. The rhythm is just not there to begin this ball game.
So the incompletion, and now it's 2nd and 10, again from the 25-yard line. Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Up the middle they go. Fulton. And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. Now we'll get a stoppage here as it appears we've got an Eagle slow to get up. Well, hopefully, obviously nothing serious here. Medical staff, though, going to take a peek, and we'll take a break. 3rd down and 13. Play action. Here's Hurts. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Not many boos just yet from this home crowd, but they may be starting soon as I'm starting to detect an uneasy murmur through this crowd. This offense, they've been lifeless in this first half. And now here's another punting situation and a 4th down.
33 yards is the distance on the punt there. And that will come the offense as they take over. The Pats at the line, ready to go. It's been a good first half so far. They're up 14-0. Points here, that could really put them in command before intermission.
Yeah, and it's all well and good what they're seeing and how they're feeling right now. But this is the NFL. How many times have we watched 14-0 leads evaporate and quickly? So how have we seen them combat it? Continue to run your offense, but don't back off at all. Don't start looking at the clock. Don't start thinking about, hey, just take care of the football. Keep attacking. Usually the best way to maintain control.
Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And all the way in. Touchdown, New England. Tyquan Thornton, 32 yards. And the Patriots are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. The PAT would extend their lead, but there is a flag on the play. Flag comes out here. This is going to be roughing the kicker.
When you're going back there on the kick block, you've got to go to the right point. That didn't happen. Ran into the kicker. The penalty flag had to come out.
After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield. And not willing to risk a return. This ball's going to come out to the 30-yard line. Hurts and the Eagles come up here 1st and 10, right at the 30. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Oh, and Hurts is going to be hit and taken down to the ground. The sack recorded. It's a loss of 5, and now it's 2nd down. This offense continues to shoot themselves in the foot. And here, another sack.
All game long, we've seen missed assignments, which have led to turnovers, sacks. This group has not played well at all here in the first half.
Coming up now on a 2nd and 15 following that sack. Throwing is Hurts. Looking left sideline, it's complete. It will be out of bounds just shy of the 40. 33 yards that time.
No touch it. No touch.
Hurts sets up to throw it. Over the middle, and there's a diving catch. And he's going to be taken down at the 28-yard line. This duo locked in, 14 yards there, and a 1st down.
No touch it. No touch it.
The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. And Hurts is intercepted, his 3rd of the game. Picked off by Christian Gonzalez. And the Patriots are going to take over at their own 30-yard line. A nightmare of a first half for him. That's now 3 interceptions. But, Charles, with his talent, if anyone can shake this off and right the ship, it's him.
I agree, because you don't get to be one of the best quarterbacks in the league without developing some major mental toughness. So I expect him to go in the locker room at halftime, hit the reset button, and come out a new guy in half number 2.
Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there of holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
And he'll scratch out only about a yard up to the 32.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
They'll see about converting this 3rd and 8. Here's Watson. Eagle pressure, too much this time. Down he goes. Nolan Smith able to get in there yet again. That's already 3 sacks for him here in this first half of football. Two minutes remaining in this first half of football. The Patriots send out their punter as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. Taken from just outside the 30. A 46-yard punt, 4-yard return. And the Eagles will have it, taking over 1st and 10. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And this, you'd hate to say that a drive in the first half must end in points, but you're down 21-0. They're going to have to get something going. That's into a crowd and intercepted. It's Brian Branch with it. And the Pats are going to have the short field here as they'll take over right at the 50. And, Charles, you know, it seems like sometimes when you fall down early, there can be a tendency there to try and get it all back in one fell swoop. And that time, that thinking leads to an interception.
And I believe you brought up a really good point there, Brandon, because you try and force plays, right? You try and get all back in one shot, just as you mentioned there. And you know you're going to need some big plays to get back into the game. But ultimately, you really can't force.
Under pressure now, Watson, and down he goes. Amari Barno. That is now 2 sacks for him here in this first half. But, Charles, this has been something to watch so far. This is where you really feel for a quarterback. He's been running for his life in this first half.
Brandon, that's 5 sacks already, so you know he's got to be saying, can we get some more guys in here to block, please? Because if we don't, we're going to need another quarterback.
Here's Morris. They get 2 yards back, but they're going to need a lot more than that here on 3rd down. Now the Eagles will use the second of their timeouts. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. 3rd and 20. Out of the gun, Watson. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
That might be the 3rd down stop that they needed because they've had a lot of trouble slowing down this offense in the first half. This might be their opportunity to get off the field.
Watson going to stay out there as they'll go for it on 4th. They will indeed snap it to Watson. He's going to wind up and air it out. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. And the Eagles are going to take over at their own 30-yard line. So that potentially an important takeaway here in this second quarter.
Because what it does is give their offense a chance to put a drive together. They've got nothing on the scoreboard so far, so you have to think that they need something before the break. And now they have an opportunity.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. Airing it out deep for Smith. And that's caught inside the 30. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Devontae Smith. 70 yards. And the Eagles are on the board here in the final minute of the first half. Hurts will throw. And he's got it for the 2-point conversion. So they tack on a pair more here to narrow that deficit a bit further. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And no run back here. That's going to be a touchback. And we'll bring it out to the 30-yard line. New England with a first down as they begin the drive. Already enjoying a 2-score lead here late in the second quarter. Not a ton of time left. We'll see if they can work this at least into field goal range and try to get 3 to add on even more to their lead. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Morris. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. So they'll get 8 out of that completion, and that'll bring up a second down in just a couple. To throw is Watson. Pressure comes, and down he goes. The Eagles get there for the sack. The Eagles will take their third and final timeout as the clock will stop with 33 seconds to go in the first half. Gonna need something special here on 3rd and long after that sack. What does Watson have in his arsenal? And a throw there going to be incomplete.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a 4th down. Well done.
The Patriots send out their punter as he's on to kick it away. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. And take it right on the 30. 42 yards on the punt, just 2 on the return. And control of the football switching hands with very little time remaining until the half. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Well, it hasn't been a banner first half for the defense trying to cover him today, but they'll take that one right there, helping force that incompletion.
2nd and 10. Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts. Gonna look deep for Wilson. And that's caught inside the 30. He's going to be brought down there in the field of play. And the clock will run, no timeouts. They will not have the chance to bring out the field goal unit. So we've reached the intermission in what right now is a 13-point game. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gunn, getting set for quarter number 3 here. Elliott now to kick this one away. And we will not have a return. They'll bring this to the 30. The Pats at the line, ready to go. And despite the turnovers, Charles, and they had multiple in that first half, they still have the lead as they begin this 3rd quarter.
And they probably heard some conflicting tones at the half, don't you think? A lot of praise for what they did to get this lead, but also a little bit of scolding because they got to take better care of the football in the second half. But you and I both know the great leaders, they know how to give that little bit of vinegar in there and cover it with a big dose of honey.
Now it's Watson. On the throw, led him too much that time. It's incomplete.
Okay, let's decide here. He was open, right? Not extraordinarily open, but open enough that if you're an NFL quarterback, you got to make that throw, right? Yeah. That's got to be complete.
9 times out of 10, that's a completed pass.
Yeah, he missed that one and missed it in a big way.
Under pressure now, Watson, and down he goes. George Karlaftis in there to get him for a loss of 9 yards, and that also leads to 4th down. The Patriots send out their punter as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. And he fields it cleanly. An 8-yard return there after a punt of 47. And it will be Eagles football, 1st and 10. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. And their defense did its job by forcing the punt to start things out. And now, Charles, can the offense get in gear?
I think, partner, you can sense them saying, okay, the first half was theirs, but now let's get the momentum back on our side. We forced a punt. Now let's go downfield and score. If we do that, we'll be set up well for this second half.
He'll look to throw. And his throw is incomplete.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
On third down, he'll drop to throw. And that will be incomplete.
Looks like another empty possession offensively. And you're at that point in the game where you can't afford too many more of these. So this is going to require some heavy thinking on the sideline to figure out what they can do to crack this defense.
Here's Jones on the return. Nice job bringing that one back. 14 on the return.
And they will take over 1st and 10.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. This crew had to punt last time they had the ball, but when you've got a lead like this, you content to play the field position game?
You are to an extent, especially if you like your defense, because you have the lead, you've been controlling the game. But why put them in a tougher spot? You want to get out there and get something done on offense and maybe take command of this game yourself.
Partner, what we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
Oh, the ball is out. Watson lost it. And it's picked up by the Eagles.
Well, he had an offense working with a comfortable 2-score lead here in the third quarter and certainly doesn't feel as comfortable now following the turnover.
Yeah, you're right about that because now the nerves start to come into play a little bit. You're a little bit jangled. You don't want to give your opponents any avenues to get back into the game. What you'd rather do, put up signs that say, roads closed.
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10.
Great, set. No touch.
Hurts completing this one quickly.
And just 3 yards on the catch there. He couldn't get away. And it's 2nd down.
From the gun, it's Hurts. And that is going to be incomplete as he led him a bit too much.
All right, help me out here a little bit, partner, because what I'm seeing is a passing game that's just struggled to complete anything. No rhythm, no timing. Seems like every pass is also contested well, so give some credit to the defense.
In danger of squandering their great field position as they come up on a 3rd and 7. They'll set up a throw. And Goddard's got it. Touchdown, Eagles. An 11-yard touchdown.
And the Eagles take the forced fumble and convert it into 6 points.
Elliott good on the extra point, and the lead will shrink to 6. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away.
And no run back forthcoming, so this will come out to the 30.
New England with a first down as they begin the drive.
Still enjoying the lead here in the third quarter despite their defense giving up that last touchdown. Now they'll see if they can get the equalizer here on this drive.
Morris fighting. He lost the football. And it's picked up by the Eagles. And his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line.
Whenever I see a team turn it over on back-to-back drives, fumbles on their last two, I know one person's blood pressure who is starting to rise, and that's the head coach.
Absolutely. And when's it going to go down? When they stop fumbling?
When they stop fumbling and after he's assessed the game film, and only if they manage to win the game.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. In motion, the tight end. Hurts. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 47. So that one a disaster. A big loss there with 2nd down coming up.
When you lose that kind of yardage on a pass play, you often expect it to be a sack. But that wasn't the case there. They completed the pass. Probably would have been better off just dropping the football and making an incompletion as opposed to catching it and losing that kind of yardage.
Had his hands on it, but dropped it. The rookie making a little bit of a rookie mistake. 3rd down.
Well, partner, guaranteed they approach this play with the idea of making up ground to make 3rd down manageable. Unfortunately, with that incompletion, right back where they started on the last snap. Now they need a big 3rd down play in order to pick up the yardage needed.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Christian Gonzalez. And the Patriots are going to have it here as they'll start at their own 24-yard line. Well, that puts a little bit of a wrinkle in their comeback bid.
Yeah, everything had turned around for them, hadn't it? I mean, things were now going their way. But you did mention it's a wrinkle in their comeback bid. It's not the death knell for them by any stretch, but now they've got some extra work to do in order to climb all the way back.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. And a fumble last time. Ball security. Talk about it all the time in the National Football League. They've got to be better at it on this drive.
Don't you think that when every team gets together for the first time, I don't care if it's OTAs, mini camps, first day of camp in the regular season, ball security comes up about what, the 2nd sentence of the coach's address?
And those are so many drills focus on that.
All the time, and they do drills to make it even tougher to simulate game situations. Doesn't always work out, though.
3rd quarter of a tight football game as we come up on a 2nd and 10. In motion goes the tight end. Here's Watson. All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Eagles defense gets a pick-6 TD. Elliott now to add the extra point. And that one puts them on top here in the 3rd. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick-6, and now the kick is away. And no chance to see a return on the dynamic kickoff. They'll move this out to the 30-yard line. New England with a 1st down as they begin the drive. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily to look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers.
A third quarter now, and a one-point game as they line up 2nd and 10.
Now Watson. Looking deep downfield. And this will be caught at the 30. And all the way in. Touchdown, New England.
Tyquan Thornton
with 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game.
And the Patriots have retaken a third-quarter lead.
I know we often laugh, and sometimes we even exalt the guys who are great trash talkers and give us some really funny lines. But the bottom line is absolute production on the field. His 2nd touchdown of the game, and they lead.
And now they'll be looking to their defense to preserve that lead. So the Patriot offense stays out there, and they'll line up and go for 2. In motion comes the tight end left. They'll run for it with Morris. And he will find the end zone here, and the lead moves up to 7.
York ready, and here we go as he sends this one away. And not willing to risk a return. This ball's going to come out to the 30-yard line. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you, and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
And that last throw is going to keep him climbing that all-time passing yards leaderboard as he crosses the 25,000-yard mark now for his career.
He just recently passed Bart Starr. Next up for him, Bob Greasy. That's 2 Hall of Famers, 2 Super Bowl winners, multiple Super Bowl winners. So he's getting up with the legends now. Congratulations.
That flag accepted, and it backs the offense up a little bit.
They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And his throw here's incomplete.
Another throw there off the mark, and obviously he's battled all of the interceptions. Things just haven't been true to form for him. I don't know. What do you think's going on out there, CD?
That's a great question, and my suspicion is he's been coached really well to not show that he's having a problem. You know, they always tell you no matter what, you keep throwing the football with confidence. Well, we're not seeing a confident thrower right now. He's off balance, the passing game's off balance, and the defense is taking
under pressure, and he'll go down back at the 26-yard line.
Aleem McNeil, what an effort to get in there and drop him. A 3rd and long, you knew that he was going to throw it. He just couldn't find anybody to throw it to.
Yeah, and it shouldn't have been a surprise, but that was perfect execution of their nickel defense. That 5th defensive back, the extra defender, he really tightened up things downfield in coverage, and they were able to get to him in the pocket.
The Eagles unable to convert there on 4th. And the Patriots defense is going to take over on downs. So they've gone for it twice now on 4th down in this game, and both times unsuccessful.
I wish we could hear the headsets now between the head coach and the offensive coordinator. Now that they're 0 for 2, if they get into a 3rd situation, head coach might say, hey, you got anything for this one?
He's got a man complete. Now he's into the clear again. And he's in. Touchdown, Patriots. Tyquan Thornton, 74 yards. And the Pats go up by 2 touchdowns. Extra point by York is up and good. And the lead now up to 14. York ready, and here we go as he sends this one away. And no run back here. That's going to be a touchback, and we'll bring it out to the 30-yard line. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. They've got some stuff to build on from that last drive because they moved the football, CD, and then they tried to go for it on 4th down, didn't convert, probably left a bitter taste in their mouths.
I would say so, and I think that they go out in this series determined for that not to happen again. In fact, they don't even want to get to a 4th down opportunity. They just want to make sure they get it done within the parameters that they've set for themselves. Run their offense, get it into the end zone. Yeah, I think a little bit of determination and a dash of anger.
From the 38 now, here's 2nd and 2.
Out. Great.
He'll drop to throw. And this is thrown to the sideline. No receiver in the area, though, and that's going to bring out a flag. We saw it, too. Nobody in the vicinity of that throw, and that earns him the penalty.
Yeah, you've got to at least get it close enough to one of your own guys in order to dodge the penalty.
So now it's 3rd and long, because remember, they also lose it down on the grounding call. They'll drop to throw. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he is going to have an Eagles 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
I'll tell you what, a lot of those mid-range throws have been available because sometimes teams get too concerned about the deep ball and they leave too much space in front of them. And these guys have been taking advantage so far.
And my goodness, another interception. It's Devin Bush, the linebacker, who picks it. And the Pats are going to take over a couple of yards shy of midfield. Now this will probably be the last play of the quarter. After the interception, here's Watson. And that one not to be. It's incomplete. So they couldn't hook up as time has now run out on this 3rd quarter of play. And welcome back. We are in the city of brotherly love, Philadelphia. We get set for the 4th quarter. Patriots have the lead. They also have the football. Now it's 2nd and 10. Watson. His throw incomplete.
And he still doesn't have a catch. We're into the 2nd half. I think it's a little bit of a surprise to me, but that was one he should have caught.
Absolutely. That was his best opportunity right there. He dropped it. And this offense on 3rd down today, a pretty woeful 0 for 5 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. Watson now to throw. A hit as he throws there, incomplete. Critical play in this football game, because if they pick up the first there, that clock keeps rolling.
Has to be a little frustrating for them because they know that they pick up a first down there and continue to eat away at the clock, really increases their chances of closing this one out. Now they're likely to have to give the football up and sweat it out on the sideline.
They'll send the tight end in motion. On fourth down, Watson. They'll look down the field here for Kincaid. And this is dropped. Oh, it's incomplete. He had a big gainer in his sights, but he could not reel it in. The Patriots come up empty on fourth down. And the Eagles are going to take over in great field position. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. It's a gain of 34.
And here's a spot where this offense says, we got to start making something happen. We're down 2 scores. It's the fourth quarter. We've got to start moving with some urgency. And here's a big play that gives them a ray of hope that they can get back in this one.
Eluding the pressure right. And he'll be out of bounds, taking it just shy of the 10 at the 11 or the 12.
I did like his decision-making there to make sure they picked up something instead of forcing a throw. Now they've got more manageable play coming up to try and pick up the first down. And don't rule out the possibility that he just keeps it and runs again.
They'll come up 2nd and 7.
Tiger swamp, Tiger swamp.
Now a handoff up the middle. Fulton. And his rough afternoon continues. He's going nowhere again. Here's Hurts to throw. This will be caught just inside the 10. And he'll get inside the 10, but he's short of the line he needed. So apparently some grabbing there in the middle of the O-line.
I've often wondered why that doesn't happen more often for guys that play center. Having to snap the ball and then trying to get your hands into the proper position, that's difficult to do. He got caught that time.
And this third down looking very tough after the holding penalty. 3rd and long.
Tiger Hornet.
Throwing is Hurts. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there. They're going on 4th down with Hurts. And that's going to be caught for an Eagles touchdown. A great effort there with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Eagles have made it a one-score game again here in the 4th. All right, now a big two-point conversion attempt still to come. They'll look to throw. And he will get into the end zone, and a two-point conversion will cut this down to a 6-point game. So they go with a pass there on the two-point try and able to convert it, Charles.
And a good job by the offense figuring out their two-point play and using it well. It's interesting how people are using the strategy nowadays, though, isn't it?
It really is, and I don't know how much that particular play factored in, but with the PAT moving back in 15-16, that kind of changed things, didn't it?
It's really a part of everyone's strategy now. When I talk with coaches and when we sit with them, they always talk about they actually have two-point periods in practice now, something they never really did before.
On first down, Way. And he'll get what he can up the middle, 3 yards. That'll bring up 2nd down.
And for the defense, this is a spot where you don't want to totally sell out to stop the run, but you do have a pretty good idea of what you're going to see. And that's good work right there to keep them in check on that first down carry.
Here's 2nd and 7. They'll keep it on the ground. Way. And he'll be brought down at about the 42. 2 yards on the carry there, and it's going to lead him to third down.
And this is the worry, because sometimes you get a little too predictable in spots like this. You know you're going to run the ball, but they know you're going to run the ball as well. And now you look up, and you're staring at an important third down.
On third down, Way.
And good work there in open space. And he's got this all the way down now to the 32. 59 yards now on the ground on just 7 carries.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Up the middle they go. Way. And after the good gain last play, this time they say, as he's going to be stopped behind the line of scrimmage. So the first down run lost a couple. Now they come up 2nd and 12. Faking the give. Now Watson. Got a man over the middle, and it's complete. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3.
Well, this game has certainly had no shortage of offense. Both teams have been revved up from the start. And here's yet another big play. Boy, both defenses have just got to be dragging out there because they've been run ragged throughout.
So 1st and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up. They'll send a receiver in motion to the right.
And they're going to give it to him on the jet sweep. Oh, and this one may need to go back to the drawing board. He's going to be swallowed up right away. But defensively, they had that one pretty well figured out.
Yeah, and one of the things about this play, it can be even more effective when you run a lot of motion, and there's plenty of times you don't hand it off.
Another yard would probably put this thing in the books. It's 2nd and 1. They'll try to run it with Morris. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage.
And now 3rd and goal coming up. The loss on 2nd down. That just means this crowd's going to get even louder. And they'll get a little bit of extra help from the defenders as they exhort them to join them in the effort.
Watson. And a quick throw here. That's complete.
And a nice job to break free of one tackle, but it slowed his momentum somewhat, and he's taken down right after.
I don't care what the analytics say. Look at where they are on the field. To me, that just screams go for it here. I don't even think about putting a kicker out there. What say you?
I support whatever they do. Let's find out.
Look at you, man of the people.
A field goal would make it a 2-score game, but they're going to go aggressive. They're going to try this thing on 4th and goal. Now Watson going to sneak it, and he's across for the touchdown. And in the final minute, that should just about seal it. So the Patriot offense stays out there, and they'll line up and go for 2.
The Patriots will line up for a 2-point conversion.
That's caught, and he will get into the end zone to extend the lead by 2 more.
44, Eagles 30. Cade York to kick off.
York ready, and here we go as he sends this one away. And we will not have a return. They'll bring this to the 30. They'll come up 1st and 10 here. They go play action with Hurts.
He's going to let it fly. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on 1st down, but he couldn't reel it in.
give it big credit for his coverage right there, because when he saw the route break deep, he stayed in position to prevent a completion while avoiding any risk of a flag.
No touch that. No touch that.
Hurts sets up to throw it.
Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
Just a difficult situation to be in here in the final minute. Down 2 scores, you know you need some providence from somewhere. They're going to keep firing away till the end, but this one falls incomplete.
Well, this feels like a late season game, even though it's just week 2. Here's a big third down.
And that is incomplete.
That means it's just one last chance left, and this has to be a first down or a touchdown, or this game's over.
No choice but to go. Here's 4th down now.
No touch.
Got to try it here. He's back to throw.
That's caught by Wilson.
The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the ball game.
This is 1st and 10.
63.
Play action. Here's Hurts.
And that'll be incomplete with 11 seconds remaining now.
As a corner, you have to be able to run with guys step for step downfield in man coverage and make up ground quickly in zone. You have to put yourself in position to make plays, just like that one we saw there.
Here's 2nd down.
No touch that. No touch.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
When you're leading in the final quarter, your radar has to be up for any potential deep shots. And probably not the last one they're going to see in this game, not as long as they hold this lead.
One final shot. They'll look to throw.
Oh, and Hurts is going to be hit and taken down to the ground.
Now the Eagles will use the second of their timeouts. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break.
Phil King. Hey. No touch.
They'll try and throw for it with Hurts.
He's going to rifle one deep left side. This is caught inside the 15. And he gets this deep into Patriot territory.
Well, this was a fun one today if you like points. A lot of them went on the board. Both offenses were clicking. Charles, these defenses, meanwhile, have a little something to clean up before their next contest.
Yeah, neither end zone had a stop sign in it, did they? I mean, for both sides, visit it, and with frequency. Not fun to be a defensive player, but on the offensive side of the ball, those guys had a blast. One team came away with a victory, even better for them.
So for the Patriots, they did what they needed to do. They split their first 2 road games of the year, and they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for the Eagles, they will fall to 1-1, and they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week.
Hey, yo, fresh out the, Fresh out the beta game in my jeans. Black, slap, what do that mean? It mean that banging. Have my hand out, let me hang. Hey, break down, stay down. Look what I make now. Hit boy, earthquake, boy, it's a shakedown. I done so much work, they think it's fake now. Big fish, every beat is just bait now. Got rich, some switch, they try to hate now. Leave, I'm straight, I got a rake now. Need cheese, cash app, Venmo or PayPal. Turned up to the max, I'm gonna break down. Flow water, big trip, boy, this a gray cloud. Highlights, ball is life, my whole tape, wow. Big boss, hella chicken, I feel like Rick Ross. Why you going so damn hard? They got me off. These new can't with me. If I do a song with you, that's a luxury. Hit boy, work with you, that's a luxury. Don't step on my Crocs, D's. Fresh out the beta game in my jeans. Black, slap, what do that mean? It mean that